It is my husband's funeral, which unfortunately I cannot make because obviously I am busy here in Tunisia.
What?
I would have loved to have gone. We were together for 17 years. Unfortunately for me, he did decide to die on the week I had planned to come on holiday, so I did make the decision not to go because, you know, I need a holiday at the end of the day, and my holiday is way more important than sitting in a church watching people cry.
What?
I would love to give him a good send-off, so I'm going to get absolutely drunk tonight with this new guy that I met, and I'm going to raise a glass for you, Jeremy, because you were an amazing husband, very rich. I can't wait to do the will reading when I'm home. I have made sure I'm going to be home in time to do the will reading because I would not miss that for the world, because obviously I am due to get a lot of money.
What?
And that's a very, very important thing to me. So I hope you have a good funeral today, Jeremy. Love you. Mwah. All good things have to come to an end.
This woman is a complete degenerate. Seriously, you can't make this shit up. Her husband dying while she is on vacation is such an inconvenience to her and her cheating ways that she can't be bothered to cut her trip off to attend his funeral. What a skank this heifer is. As she herself puts it, the husband chose to die at a time she was busy having fun with some Chad she met on her trip. One thing is for sure, though. She won't miss the reading of the will as her foul, skanky mouth waters with anticipation of the millions she expects to get from the will. If a big smelly turd had a face, you are now looking at it.
I've spent 17 years of my life with an elderly man who smelled like cabbage, just to be told I've got nothing in the will, nothing, and he was worth £33 million. And you think this is funny? I have wasted my life with a geriatric coffin dodger for nothing. And why everyone thinks it's so funny that my husband donated all his money to a bunch of cats and dogs. Who even likes cats and dogs? I'm literally going to be homeless. Like, I've got no money. Not even my own house or my car. Like, I'm literally going to be poor. I'm going to have to shop in fucking Asda, like all the other poor people. Not Asda. I've wasted my life thinking I was going to get millions by marrying that elderly coffin dodger. And he looked like a shriveled up fucking prune.
Karma is a bitch. What goes around comes around. Even better said is karma is a boomerang. Whatever you throw out comes back to you. I'm so glad that her late husband probably had already figured out that he had married a 304 woman. Her house of cards she had built out of deceit has surely come crashing down. These modern women are completely deceitful, very manipulative, selfish, rude, and always feel entitled. She refers to her late husband as a smelly geriatric coffin dodger. But the real stinker is herself. Women like her deserve absolutely nothing from any man. That is why it is very important for men to never rush into a relationship and always vet these modern women, considering the consequences of making a wrong choice for a partner.
Having a bit of a tough day today, so I thought that I'd share that. I'm the person who initiated the divorce. I'm feeling some jealousy because my ex is really out there working it. Not necessarily that he's looking for a girlfriend, but he's definitely working on building his social network. Women. And even though I don't want to be with him anymore in that way, it still triggers jealousy.
Dating someone pretty intensely for the last 6 weeks, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful. It was full. We were full of conversation and laughter and friendship and all these wonderful things. But for various reasons, we're just at different life stages and doesn't necessarily have long-term compatibility. So I know it was the right decision for us to end it, but I'm also sad because it was really fun and I don't want that to stop. but it's also annoying. That didn't work out, and I have to go back to dating because it's really hard.
His ex-wife took everything from him, and he still went and helped her, even though she got a new man.
That's what he's supposed to do.
What? That's what he's supposed to do? That's what he's supposed to do, bitch? Are you? If she know you a sucker, she'll take advantage of you being a sucker. And this some sucker ass shit to be getting your ex-wife's car out of a flood while she got a man.
Women will always find a beta male to use and abuse whenever she feels like it. These beta males are a complete disappointment. Modern women easily control and manipulate them, knowing these types of males are nothing more than a doormat to them. This is why these modern women will jump from Chad to Chad, always knowing there is a beta male at her disposal when she feels like it.
I met a man on a dating app and he asks me out on a first date. What I want to know is, should he have purchased my ticket for the date? We're chatting on the app when he asks me, hey, I'd love to go skiing for our first date. For the life of me, I do not recall why I thought this sounded like a good first date idea. A few days later, there we were at the base of a ski resort. As I'm clipping on my ski boots, he suggests that I need to go pay for my lift pass. So off I gallop in my ski boots to the ticket office. The grand total of my half-day ski pass, $130 and change. There are two things that I've learned for sure about skiing in Utah over the past several decades that I've lived here. It's expensive, and whoever you go with, you get stuck riding the chairlift with. As we were sitting on the chairlift swaying back and forth, I thought I could have circumvented this during our pre-first date chat by asking him, hey, do you intend to pay for my lift pass? But given that he invited me, skiing was his idea, and he didn't tell me until we got to the parking lot, I think he should have paid. What do you think?
The modern woman should definitely pay her share, particularly on a first date scenario. These women have said time and time again that they are independent, don't really need men since they make their own money. So why make a fuss about the fact the man told her to pay for her own ticket? These women are entitled and always looking to use men for a free meal or a free ride. Those days are long gone. Men listen to what these feminist modern women said, and we gladly will pay our own way, so she should also pay for her own way. It's a first date, both are getting to know each other, so it should be 50-50. I wonder how many times various men took this woman on dates, paid for the date, and guess what? She probably decided the man was not her type. Women expecting men to pay for everything is really a Ponzi-type scheme.
I've never seen women fight harder for anything than to be whores and then to abort their kids.
Right.
That's always the big marches you see that are pro-feminist. I've never seen women fight harder for anything than to be whores and then to abort their kids.
A man was working at McDonald's and he treated you perfectly the way you wanted him to.
I would not date him.
And that's what she said too.
Fuck that.
I literally said,
you can't even get, where are you to,
everything.
Can I ask?
where the hell, what is he supposed to give me?
Loves you.
What is he supposed to give me if he works at McDonald's?
He gives you the attention.
Go get a better education. And
Quite brazen, yeah, well, it looks like it. You're quite brazenly.
Looks doesn't define
when I'm speaking, it's
education,
best that your
though.
face stops moving. So when you're judging a man quite brazenly and quite actually disrespectfully because of the income that he earns, perhaps he doesn't have an intellectual aptitude, but he's a good person and he'd treat you really well. As somebody who is a prostitute, what is your standard that makes you so much better than him?
I have like much more than just a prostitution as a job, though.
What is your standard that makes you so much better than him?
So McDonald's is worse than being a prostitute.
Yeah, but I'm not a prostitute. I'm a sugar baby.
You have sex with people for money.
Yeah.
What makes you better than that man?
I'm not saying I'm better than him,
Okay,
but I'm
well, you just
saying
judged
I
him and you
wouldn't
said-
date somebody. I would wonder why he's working at McDonald's.
McDonald's
And do you-
actually has a
do you
really
think
high
that
minimum
men-
wage.
No, they don't.
Do you think that most?
They do now.
No, they don't. They pay like
changed
what?
it. Like almost set 15.
Well, I think
That's not a
that.
lot of money.
So the way you feel about the guy who works at McDonald's,
Yeah.
that's the way men feel.
That's fine. Everybody
about
can have
what
their own
you
opinion.
do.
Totally
But
fine.
their
Okay.
opinion would be
But
more
most-
logical than McDonald's.
Sure.
She was so on getting a man that makes over 100K. I think she would actually leave.
True love is about the person, and not about how much they have in their wallet. Irmgard Huber, a nurse in Nazi Germany, advocated sterilization and euthanasia of poor men. Women like this prostitute would definitely be a proponent for such behavior, since she considers low-income men to be not worthy of her time, despite the fact she herself is a prostitute. But again, hypergamy is and always will be the norm for lots of women. Men get into serious relationships for love, but most women will get into a relationship for convenience and how beneficial it is to them in terms of financial security, status, survival, and as a safety net. When the man outlives his usefulness, the woman is on to the next victim. At least this woman openly admits she is a prostitute, but a lot of these modern women are undercover prostitutes, disguised as decent, high-value women. Hypergamy is instilled in women from a very young age through stories such as Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, etc.
After bonking 37 guys in one day,
What?
I want to do something even bigger, even better. So I've set myself a challenge of bonking 100 guys in one day.
What?
So if you'd like to be a part of it, head over to my Twitter. That has all the information on how you can get involved.
Women who've had sex with multiple men are actually soulless. Each guy she slept with took a part of her soul. And that's why when you look at her, her eyes don't sparkle. They're empty eyes, like a robot, like a Stepford wife. And dating such women will only tax your soul and make you question everything. And then there's the white knights and Captain Save a 304, who delusionally thinks that he can bring that sparkle back as she's starting a new chapter. Ain't happening, bro. Ain't happening.
Okay, guys, I'm 29, feeling fine, but we have an issue. It's October 2024. The last time I was taken out for dinner was April 2022. That's 2.5 years ago. I was one day over the age of 26. It was my 27th birthday. I'm nearly 30, closer to 30. Am I ugly? Is that even an issue? I mean, am I? Surely not, but I guess maybe. Why does no one want to go on a date with me? Take me out for dinner. I don't know. Be nice.
It's a shame that modern women are just not worth dating anymore. Men would rather be single and enjoy their peace and freedom rather than get into a relationship with these modern feminist women. The feminine energy that women should have, radiating sensuality and softness, is now a pipe dream. Men desire a nurturing woman, and not a woman that oozes masculinity. This is a complete turn-off for men. Add to this a sense of entitlement these women have, and no wonder men have lost interest.
Living alone is so hard. I've lived alone since 2022. I was just in an apartment, and I bought a house in 2023, and now it's literally just me. I live alone. I work from home. I don't have a lot of friends, because I did not go out when I was overweight. I did not try to socialize, did not go out when I was overweight because I didn't. And so I have a few solid friends, but I'm just alone all the time. And it's I just got back from vacation and it was I had such a good week with my family. And then just being alone in this house, it just hits that I'm so alone. Watching my Netflix show alone, making dinner for one, getting groceries for one. Why does it hurt so bad? I wake up alone at 6:30. I don't have a typical 9 to 5. I work from home. I work from 8 to 7 because I have nothing better to do. And then when I'm not working and I have nothing to do, I can't be awake with my thoughts. I can't just sit on the couch and watch Netflix because my anxiety is so bad. So I'm let's just go to sleep. I just want to sleep all the time. This feels so wrong to share on this platform. Because of the message that I share, because I'm a coach and stuff like that, but this is I don't know, how do you deal with this? How do I be okay? Because I haven't been okay for a long time. Okay, I'm gonna stop crying now.
Many modern women are unable to create real bonds with anyone because they constantly masquerade as something they are not. The media has created an illusion of what a woman should attain to be leaving most of these women struggling to keep up with the Joneses. Modern feminism made a lot of these women chase after careers at the expense of creating a relationship at their prime age. Now these women are successful, have unrealistic high standards and expectations in a man who may want to date them, eventually finding themselves alone and lonely. Men most times could care less about a woman's achievements, leaving these women baffled